It's Kevin with Go East of Edmonton, and we'd like to invite you to Go East of Edmonton. And if you're looking for information on what we have and what to do, well, you know what? You can grab our travel guide. Our travel guide is located at hundreds of locations all over the Edmonton area, all the major visitor centers in Alberta. It has everything to see and do: camping, golfing, events, road trips, whatever different activities you're looking in, shopping, dining. It's got all of that as well too. If you've not heard of the Go East of Edmonton, the travel guide has 150 pages. You can also find it on our website. Our website is goeastofedmonton.com. We're on every social media channel at Go East of Edmonton as well too. Here's a snapshot of our website there right now if you want to just take a look at that. What I can tell you is, if you go into our website, you can find all kinds of different activities, including something very cool that we have going on called the Road Trip Adventure Game, which runs till the end of September, till September 7th, actually. And in that, you can enter for all kinds of different prizes. You can visit a bunch of different communities with your kids, pick up fun souvenir stickers, have a good time, have a fun road trip, maybe the most fun road trip you ever had. And you can find all of this information on all of the things to do, all at goeastofedmonton.com. We are the regional tourism. We promote all the great travel news and activities. You can follow us on social media to find out all about this kind of stuff. And so anyways, it's been a great talking to you, and we invite you to Go East of Edmonton.
It's the Kayton Travel Show on the Travel Channel with your host, Wendy Sung. How you doing, Wendy?
Great. Another week again. Thanks, James, for this another opportunity.
Yes, I see you're back in Edmonton.
Yes, I am. Good to be back in the nice weather.
It is. And you had a wonderful time?
Yes, always. When you get to go away and come back, everything's refreshed again. So
you're living your business. It's awesome.
Yes.
And who's your guest today?
I am so excited to have Kevin from Go East Edmonton be with us today. Kevin, again, thank you for taking your time to be here. I would love to hear a little bit more about yourself, how you got the Go East Edmonton started, and tell us a little bit more about Go East Edmonton.
Sure. So my name is Kevin Kisilevich, and so I'm the marketing manager with Go East of Edmonton Regional Tourism. And it is interesting, I guess, kind of going through where do we get started or how do we get started? Been in tourism for over 20 years. A little bit of the gray hair will show you that as well too. But we just started out years ago, got asked to do a travel guide in this region east of Edmonton, and that went on for some time, got more involved with all the tourism aspects, right? Go East of Edmonton itself is kind of rebranded from other tourism promotions over the years. And at about 2012 became Go East of Edmonton. Very simple kind of promotion, right? It has really taken off and really grown from there. So the tourism area that we represent there would be like right from the edge of Edmonton. So that's Strathcona County, Fort Saskatchewan, and it's the highways that kind of funnel out. So you have the highways that go out into kind of the northeast area. It goes all the way up toward like Athabasca, Lac La Biche, toward Cold Lake, Saskatchewan border. Straight from Edmonton east would be from Strathcona County, like through Vicar of Overmillion to Lloydminster, right? Other areas are southeast, like you go down to Camrose County, and then east that way toward like Provost, and again toward the Saskatchewan border, right? Highway 14 areas toward Wainwright included as well too. So a lot of those areas all in between all of that. It's about 15 counties actually that are part of what we do. And so we promote everything for tourism. We promote that through a travel guide. We promote that through a website. We promote that through social media. Springtime, well, when we could do events, we had some trade shows and other events and activities, right? And so we're happy to be able to promote all the fun, interesting things that you can do east of Edmonton, whether it's a northeast, east, or southeast, in all these different areas. And there's different highlights and there's different hot spots in these different areas of things to see and do, right? Probably the best way for someone to kind of learn about us a little bit, especially in the Edmonton area, is right now our travel guide is out at all kinds of like Safeway and grocery stores, convenience stores like a Max, a Circle K, or what have you. And it looks like this. It looks like this right here. But when you see that at the stores for this year, because of COVID-19, it's going to be wrapped. So it's protected in a wrap this year. And it has a letter in there that explains, because actually we printed our travel guide and we print it every year at the beginning of March. So it sat for months because the government asked us to hold back on promoting travel and tourism. And we weren't able to release that till about the end of May. And it is still out all over Edmonton. I mean, we have hundreds of locations, and there's thousands of copies that go out actually every week in the Edmonton area and in and around Alberta at major visitor centers and places like that. And it really covers everything to see and do. So if you just kind of want that catalog, it's kind of like the Christmas wish book for travel east of Edmonton, if you remember all of that, this year's catalog, right? That's kind of what it's like. It's 150 pages of everything to see and do within there, right? Everything within that also goes on our website, which is at goeastofedmonton.com. And we're on social media every day, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We've got videos on YouTube. So really kind of all over in terms of all the different channels that are out there. So anybody, whether young, old, or looking for things to do, they can, if they come in to us, we basically are promoting kind of all of it. So I haven't given you any specifics, but I can give you some specifics if you like. Like, is there something that you're interested in, Wendy, or what would be specific things you'd love to hear about?
Oh, well, you know what? I would say, I think for most people, I mean, just picking up that magazine myself, there's so much to read there. The content from going from camping to kids doing special crafts to events, like the content is so well put together. I guess the question is probably people want to ask is the magazine free? And I think now is people looking more electronic, maybe kind of do both. Like we can get the website from you. We'd love to see your website.
That's right. So with the magazine itself, right, and I'll just kind of quickly allude to that before we maybe share a screen or something here. Quickly allude to that, when we go inside there, there's kind of like, there's a section there and table of contents with everything, right? So yeah, it really has a lot of great information to camping. There's hundreds of campgrounds in our area, from at lakes, at rivers, from full service. If you want treats, secluded, or at a golf course or somewhere, there's all kinds like that. We do work very hard to put it all together into this and then into online as well too, right? We have all kinds of interesting restaurants, like a 50s diner, shopping districts in towns, like in a Camrose or a Vermilion or what have you, right? So all kinds of outdoor adventures. You can, play. There's places where you can book a fishing charter, do other types of outdoor activities, right? Of course, we are kind of known for the big roadside attractions, so you can see them in there. I mean, it's, I'm from Vegreville, so of course we have the big egg in Vegreville, right? The big Sanka. Most people don't know it turns in the wind. I was there yesterday, or just the other day here, and did a video with the Minister of Tourism, and it was turning in the wind as we did our video. So there's some interesting things you wouldn't know about. Most people say after they come in and take a look at what we have, and they realize that there's a lot more to see and do than they thought, right? So pretty excited about that. And you can get it all online. So kind of on our website there, you can see it all. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to share a screen, and you have to forgive me as I'm a bit of a beginner on doing this kind of thing here. It's just getting there now. I'm going to share this screen for you there. So I think you can see the screen now.
Perfect.
Just kind of the
Nice.
homepage on our website.
Yeah.
And you can see in big there road trip adventure games. So we are a great road trip destination. And really that's a great safe thing that you can do with your family or friends this year because of the COVID, right? So you can go out, you can go and jump in a car. I mean, it could be like jumping in and pulling your camper too and going camping somewhere, what have you. You can go to different places. You can go see roadside attractions and other interesting things in the towns, right? I'm just going to move a little bit here, and you can see our fun little car here. And we have this road trip adventure game. So what happens is we have 16 communities, and it's kind of like the idea of a passport, or if you've ever played the McDonald's McMillions game, right? What happens is we have prizes that have come in from communities all over the region, right? From shopping, dining, there's gift certificates, cash, other kinds of prizes, right? And so anybody who's taken a road trip this summer can actually just post on social media with our hashtag of MyGRoadTrip2020 and our other hashtag of Town Go East of Edmonton, and they can enter this contest. If you want to take your kids and go for a fun road trip, well, you can go into different communities, right? And so everything's here on how to play, how to enter, things like that. There's different, you can see the different areas. There's northeast, east, southeast areas that you can go to. And there's a fun little sticker that your kids can collect as a souvenir, right? If you go north to Bonnyville where the beaches are, you can collect the beach sticker. Vegreville, you can collect the egg, right? You can collect the little shopping bag in Camrose, kind of known for that. So fun little things. You can kind of see the map of different areas where you can get stickers at, and we call them sticker stations, right? The whole guide to all of this and where to go, right? There is kind of like a game board, we like to call it. Grab a game board here, and it's right here, and you put your stickers on there. And in our first weekend, we already had somebody go out and fill it out. So they went to all of these communities in the yellow, let's say, filled it out. They also posted, so they're already posted in multiple times to enter in for the prizes that we have, and just having a fun time doing it. So there's a lot of fun stuff that they're doing here, can do on our website. This adventure game is just kind of one part of it, right? But you can go in here across the top, and there's all kinds of things to do. There's all kinds of like road trips that you can take. There's all kinds of communities. You know, here's some of the videos I'll just kind of jump to as well too. We've launched a series of road trip videos. So if you're not sure and kind of wondering what to do, now these videos are kind of like things you can just about go anytime. You can jump in a car and go with friends, what have you. And so there's video on 5 of the main highways here. And it'll take you through a little bit of outdoor things to do, some museums to see, you know, a little bit about shopping, dining, the interesting places. So a lot of great, cool stuff in here, right, that you can see and do, and you can click on those. You can also just kind of go in back into, you know, whatever sections here of our communities, right, things, and see what other kind of things there are to see and do. Like, there's a lot of interesting, fun stuff. There's all kinds of highway tours that are in here, right? So certainly invite anybody to come on and check it out. And as we did say, you know, if you're looking for great places to stay, camping is a very popular one in our region. And so you've got this great guide that even has a link to all the guidelines for COVID-19 that you can go with camping, right? There's a separate campground guide, and you can see some of the very cool private campgrounds that are here. There's a list of the region, every county and their campgrounds. So certainly we work hard, put a lot of content in here, right? And excited to share this information and share these places that people can go. It's close to Edmonton. You know, going on a trip, Vegreville is only an hour from Edmonton. Even if you go all the way out to, say, Cold Lake, it's maybe 2.5 to 3 hours from Edmonton. So you're not, even the further places, you're still not looking that far. You can do a lot of day trips. You can do a lot of getaways. You can make weekend getaways out of this. And I mean, there's basically hundreds of pages online here in our website. And then we post on a daily basis those updates on social media throughout year-round, basically. Especially right now, there's a lot of interesting stories and different things happening. And events are starting to come back, which is cool. Some interesting events and places on some weekends. And so that's something that you can find in our website. On a normal year, we have over 500 events in our website. This is a year where a lot of events got canceled due to COVID. But next year, we're hoping for some of those to come back and slowly return back to full normal. And there's really a full calendar typically every weekend in our area for things to see and do, you know, on those normal years. So certainly a lot of great ideas here, close to home, easy to get to, some fun activities like the game. So we're kind of excited to share this information out there and let people know about it. I think we have over 27,000 followers on social media. We have over 300,000 users of our website. So we've got a lot of people who come in, and hopefully they're going to tell their friends and come on and share and have a great time going east of Edmonton. And this is one of those things that you can do here close to home. And, you know, and it's year round. There's different activities that you can do.
It looks so fun. So fun. You guys have done a phenomenal job. I guess just go back to a quick question. Are your magazines does it cost anything for?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. No, there is no charge to get the magazine, right? Like I say, we could pick it up at all those kinds of retailers I talked about there. You can also go into our website and it'll tell you where you might be able to pick it up, right? In the Edmonton area or in local areas or around Alberta. But no charge at all. It's a free magazine there. And yeah, so certainly you can go and you can use it to plan whatever trips. A lot of people tell us that they travel with their phone and they travel with the magazine. They look through the magazine to find those great local things that we put in there. And then they look on the phone if they need a map or a few other little tidbits of information and things like that. So it makes a great companion to use all the online resources and then use our travel guide at the same time, right?
That's exactly what I've done, Kevin. So yeah, it's a great tool. And I guess my thing of talking about events, I think has something up and coming that's exciting happening this weekend. Please let's share with us more about it.
So this weekend here, mid-August here, it's actually Open Farm Days weekend. So being a rural area and having lots of rural areas, there are a lot of interesting farms and other kind of local food kind of places as well too, and having activities on, right? So I mean, even just right here, close to Edmonton, in Strathcona County, some people haven't heard about it yet, but there's a new attraction called the Mennonite Heritage Farm, and they aren't open fully this year because of the situation with COVID. But so that's open this weekend. There's the State Winery. It's a great winery. Just south of Highway 14, Strathcona County. Some great fruit wines that they do there, Rick and Amy at the State Winery, right? So, there's a couple examples right there. There's other farms around the area where they're doing, there's like farm demonstrations with machinery or livestock, so you can learn about, how they, with the cattle, poultry, how they grow, everything like that. There's some of them have on little farm stores that you can go to. And so there's some out in the Camrose area open this weekend, right? There are some very cool ones up in that Bonnyville area. That's a little further from Edmonton, of course, but there's a farmer's market on. There's a fruit farm there, which is on a campground called Rocky Meadows. Bunch of activities at a place called Charlotte Lake Farms, where there's like a bale maze and scavenger hunts and things. So great little opportunity. The one thing we will say, though, because of COVID-19, you do have to schedule your visit. So it's very important that people know for Open Farm Days, you have to schedule your visits. Everything is actually on the Open Farm Days website, which is albertafarmdays.ca. So you can go there, you can look at all the different farms that are going on this weekend, right? We're actually seeing other types of events start to happen as well, too. In our area, which would be just a little bit kind of north of Vermilion, kind of east, Dewberry is having truck wagon races. So it's a little town that's famous for their truck wagon and truck wagon racers. And so they're actually having races back on. So they said they're following guidelines. So we're starting to see that. There's other communities, like even this weekend, Redwater having fireworks on a Saturday night, which would normally have been when their fair is on. The fair days have been canceled, called every days, but the fireworks are going on, right? So number of things going on and some virtual events happening too. Our Drawson is doing a virtual Open Farm Days. So right here, kind of in Strathcona County, Open Farm Days going on at our Drawson. So you can check that out again. So you can go through that Farm Days website to find everything on that. And so we have a little bit of events happening every week now. We're excited to share on some of that. Other weeks as well too, right? And so what we're seeing is that the organizations and the communities are getting creative. Some of them at times are having, drive-in movies, they're drive-in fireworks, different types of activities like that, trying to stay engaged and have some activities in the different communities going on. As such, though, we do like to say, there's a lot of great outdoors that you can do. Golf courses are busy this year. That, too, you need to book ahead, we hear, right? So a lot more people taking to golf. It's a great opportunity to get outside. There's junior golf programs for younger people, not just to get them off of, their gadgets and phones a little bit, get some fresh air, do some interesting things. That's what we did when we were kids, right? So a lot of great things like that, a lot of great trails throughout the whole region, right? Especially nearby to Edmonton, Elk National Park with all those trails, the Cooking Lake Blackfoot right there, provincial as well with all those trails. Those two areas combined there, that's over 250 kilometers of trail right there. A lot of trails up in that Lac La Biche kind of area. There's all kinds of provincial parks and campgrounds in that area. Other areas as well too. We have a lot of provincial parks in our whole area. So there's a lot of great opportunities for just day camping, going to a beach, of course, encourage the social distancing with that. And also, just going out on some trails, hiking, biking, other activities. So we do have a lot of that activity close to the city that people can go out on, right? They can come back in a day if they want to make it a short one, or they can say they can stay over. There's many great hotels and many great campgrounds in the region. So those just gives you kind of a sampling of some of those types of activities. We do say plan ahead because some things are, as things happen this year, not everybody has back to 100% everywhere. But I there's a lot of great unique shops and unique restaurants. But do plan ahead, do reserve or book ahead, find out if they're at full capacity and their hours, and it's all, a really good opportunity to go and experience some fun things east of Edmonton.
No, that sounds good. So many things to do. I guess at the end of the day, is just support local business. I think that helps the community and helps Albertans. So yeah, I love what you guys do. And you mentioned that we can reach you on social media. So I guess the best way is to go to www.goeastedmonton.com. That's going to find all your events and content and social media. And I think people can also post their adventure trips to like win some sort of photography prize for next year.
Right.
I don't know if that one's still on.
We have a photo contest too. It's just a simple hashtag. That one is just MyGTrip 2020, right? But you can find all that on our website. You can go into our website. There's a section on the contest and the game as well. You can see what the hashtags. It's just so easy to enter on these things. So you just put in the hashtag, enter, and boom, there you go. You can actually see a lot of we do an annual photo contest. You can see a lot of the photos that have come in all the time. There's an Instagram feed. You can see the photos coming into the website all the time, right? Literally, if you just search Go East of Edmonton, you can find us everywhere on every one of those social channels, as well as the website, right? And it is really quite unique because in terms of websites that are out there, we're really the only rural, regional kind of website like this kind here, probably in, all of the kind of central, kind of northern Alberta with so much information going, and of course for the area, right? We do work with all the communities, and we're happy to do that and happy to help them and happy to help everybody plan some trips.
Excellent. Thank you so much. James is back. That means it's time that we're almost going to say goodbye, right, James?
Goes by quick, but very, very, very interesting. Got me excited about doing lots of stuff. So it's good. I liked it. Thank you for coming. Wow, it's the Kayton Travel Show, and on the Travel Channel, TVU, and we've been had Kevin from Go East. It's been awesome. So thank you so kindly.
Thank you.
Great. It's good time.
Kevin.
It's Kevin with Go East of Edmonton, and we'd like to invite you to Go East of Edmonton. And if you're looking for information on what we have and what to do, well, you know what? You can grab our travel guide. Our travel guide is located at hundreds of locations all over the Edmonton area, all the major visitor centers in Alberta. It has everything to see and do: camping, golfing, events, road trips, whatever different activities you're looking in, shopping, dining. It's got all of that as well too. If you've not heard of the Go East of Edmonton, the travel guide has 150 pages. You can also find it on our website. Our website is goeastofedmonton.com. We're on every social media channel at Go East of Edmonton as well too. Here's a snapshot of our website there right now if you want to just take a look at that. What I can tell you is, if you go into our website, you can find all kinds of different activities, including something very cool that we have going on called the Road Trip Adventure Game, which runs till the end of September, till September 7th, actually. And in that, you can enter for all kinds of different prizes. You can visit a bunch of different communities with your kids, pick up fun souvenir stickers, have a good time, have a fun road trip, maybe the most fun road trip you ever had. And you can find all of this information on all of the things to do, all at goeastofedmonton.com. We are the regional tourism. We promote all the great travel news and activities. You can follow us on social media to find out all about this kind of stuff. And so anyways, it's been a great talking to you, and we invite you to Go East of Edmonton.